Cici, Bedard. Bedard, that's how you say your last name, right?
Bedard, yeah,
Yeah.
Bedard.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Um, how are you this evening?
I am just a little bit nervous.
Really? Why?
No need to be nervous.
Yeah, zero. Like no need to be nervous at all. This is like our first. I feel like you're our first person in Quebec, but outside Montreal.
Mhm.
So that's pretty
But
cool.
but you live in Montreal now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I've been living in
Wait,
Montreal
what?
for like
Okay, I didn't
6
know
years.
this.
Yeah,
Sorry, my bad. I'm
that's
misinformed and I
fine.
did not educate myself enough. I had the impression that you lived in Sherbrooke because Bella's from Sherbrooke and y'all were friends.
I did live in Sherbrooke back then, but then I moved to Montreal. Yeah, I
Oh,
always
that's
was in
awesome.
Sherbrooke.
Where in Montreal, like downtown, like city or like outside suburbs?
Uh, Pretty on the point of the island, like Pointe-aux-Trembles.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's
very
not too
awesome.
nice.
crowded, so it's very comfy. Yeah,
That's
That's
awesome.
great.
Sweet to
Do
see
you
that.
like it?
yeah. It's
Great.
very quiet, like I said, and well, it's just a bit far from everything. That's the down part, like far from Honoré Beaugrand. So, but I mean, now I have a car, so that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But it would probably bother someone who doesn't have a car. But for me, I mean, I drive 2 hours to Sherbrooke, so it doesn't bother
I
me.
get that.
Yeah, for sure. We're so grateful to have you. This is super awesome. Yeah. And we're gonna get started with the questions if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's you.
So
Cool.
for all the people who don't know you, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. I am Cici from Cici's Cozy Corner. I own a website, and it's ciciscozycorner.ca. I am working on, I do a lot of catnip toys or stuff like hats, and gonna make scarves eventually and mittens, but I'm starting with hats and catnip toys. And I actually have some with me right now.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. Well, you brought them
Ooh,
out. Oh my God. Yes. So little awesome. Yeah.
so cute.
This one's my favorite. Well, not this one, but like this style of catnip toy is my favorite. And otherwise, I made one which is crochet and sewn together.
I love that.
Oh,
Wow.
it's so
That one.
cool.
Oh my God. The textures though. Yeah.
And well, I'm also working on to make a bakery theme for them. So like muffin.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh. I love that so
that's
much.
so cute.
Wow. That's so awesome. Oh my God. That's
And
like,
well, anyway, I'm a catnip toy maker in general. I could go on. I have a lot of little toys with me
yeah,
to
no
show.
worries. I'm so curious. Like, how do you get the cat? Like, how do you integrate the catnip into the toy? Like, how is it?
Like, how do I put it in the toy?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, exactly. Precisely.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's pretty easy. You just need to know how to crochet or to sew. And then before you close it, you just put the catnip. But I like to start putting the catnip in before I close it. And then I put um, the wet, I don't know how to say that in English.
Oh, you
Oh,
can
you
say
can
it
say
in
it in
French.
French.
Yeah, for sure. The
Wet,
bilingual. Sure. Pardon?
polyester
Oh,
filling
okay, yeah. Cool.
stuffing. Yeah, and then I put more catnip. So they're like these ones, they're hearts.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks. I put catnip here and here and at the bottom, and then I fill it with the stuffing.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
bit hard to explain how I actually do it, but I made a video on another Instagram page that I have to show exactly that kind of process, and eventually I'll put it on my YouTube too.
Sweet,
That's
okay. Well,
awesome.
I thought you like elaborated and you explained it quite well, to be honest. I was just like, what do you like? Because I'm just like, I don't know. No, honestly, like, yeah, you explained it well. So I don't know. Like,
Thank
I
you.
think instructional videos are always like very thorough. Like for me personally, I learned like through YouTube for a lot of stuff. So that would be very like helpful, I feel like. To actually have, yeah,
Definitely.
along with your instructions for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
So how did you get started in your business and what was the process like for you?
Well, I am still in the process of making it. So, I mean, I started back in 2014. I made a scarf for my boyfriend, and I decided that I like to make like things to bring joy to people, and just I went with that, and I actually it was a friend and my mom who retaught me how to knit because I always knew how to knit before, but I just didn't pick on with it because I was a kid. But yeah, I relearned how to knit, and then I decided that I wanted to make hats for starters and scarves, and I just wanted to make some kind of income from it, and not much, but just a little side business type of thing.
Right.
And yeah,
That's awesome.
Honestly, love that. So you said you started like not too long ago. How long has it been like?
Oh, well, yeah, I started in 2014. In like I really started the whole process, like Facebook page. I started it in 2014, but then I used Amazon for easier purchasing in like 2020, and then 2020, 2021, I did my own website for easier purchases.
Okay, well, y'all started in 2014. Girl,
Yeah.
okay, I love that. I love that. Oh my God,
In
girl, okay.
2014.
So that's okay. Wow, okay, that's quite a bit of time. Like I thought you were like, oh, it's not much, just like whatever, like a couple months ago. Girl, okay, I see you. I see you. Go off this. Yeah. So right now, so that's been a couple years. So are you currently like satisfied with where your business is at right now? And are there things that you want to achieve like in the near future?
Well, right now is kind of challenging because I'm one person, and that's like obvious as an entrepreneur. You have to be one person to deal with everything, make the decisions. But in general, I am very happy with where I am. The only thing that is challenging for me is to make like a swatch for everything, so that people get a visual for what they want. Pretty much like to make it easier for them to see what they're gonna get.
Right.
And yeah, but the thing is also my yarn is always a bit different, so the striping is going to be a little bit different. Like if you were to choose, let's say you were to choose a blue octopus or yeah, a blue octopus, there would be like different colors here. So like they're all unique.
Yeah, I love
For
it.
these ones especially. And I try to make things simple so that there's not 50,000 options to choose from, but more like something more generic.
Yeah.
And easier for me to understand too, and for the other buyers to understand what they're getting too, and to get like a visual of what they want to get. So that's a challenging part for me right now, because I only have two hands, but actually I have like one arm and a half because I injured myself. So
Oh my
that,
God.
yeah.
Well,
So that I injured myself like 8 months ago, and it's still in the process of healing. I dislocated it, so it's still in the healing process.
Sure.
So that's one of the things that still bring me down, and it's hard to stay motivated with that. But other than that, yeah, well, I am happy with the things that I make and like how far I've gone. Because I mean, I didn't do that for nothing either. Otherwise, it would just be a waste of time.
But I mean, honestly, like you seem to be, I don't know, you seem to be a trooper because you're like, I'm still gonna do my stuff even with the dislocated shit. Like, okay, like go on, go on. I love that. Like just inspirational and just like having perseverance. I love to see that. Honestly, like if it's always like also what you said about having just a couple simple options, because when there's too many options, people just like, oh, like I'm looking forever and just give up, right?
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, like I need to have stuff right in front of me that like that's simple, but also like there's different particular like differences. And so I really like that because it's like not to, when you go, let's say, to an ice cream store and it's like a billion flavors, like, oh my God, I don't know. So it's like
Exactly.
have like the simple stuff and like your styles. I'm like, that's so, yeah, that's like such a good way of looking at it for sure. So you said that you mentioned like your injury. And so what, maybe like, can you share another challenge that you had to overcome? Um, and based on that, what advice do you have for entrepreneurs, like young, old, everything in between, just starting off?
Yeah. Well, for starters, another challenge that I'm facing right now is the building of my website, not just the like making the swatches for them, but just trying to make everything kind of perfect. But I'm also a perfectionist, so that doesn't help. But
I understand.
but to try to make things well, like I said, just to make things very well, like easy to make. Well, not easy to make, but anyway, like it's just hard to. Okay, let me start that again.
No, I get it. No, we understand. No, like honestly, like making a website can be crazy. And
Yeah.
like so, like you have to be so particular. It's very meticulous. No, like I get what you're saying. Girl, you don't have to start over. We get that for sure. For sure. Yeah,
It's
no,
really fun.
website.
I really like making the website. I like the whole process of like A to Z. I love making the things in general and working on the website and marketing and just decision making. Like it's a lot, but I love the whole thing, even with the injury and everything.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Persevering, I love it.
Yeah.
If you could do it all over, ooh, sorry, scares me. If you could do it all over again, would you change anything and why?
That's kind of a tough one to answer, but I wouldn't change it because if I change it, that means I have to rebrand and I have to rethink of everything. And like right now, it's a bunch of trial and error, but I think my things are getting to perspective. But I have my answers here, but
Get prepared, I see.
yeah, I tried.
Yeah, no worries. Honestly, like it's all good. We just like, I feel like it's just like a hypothetical kind of question, you ask someone, and like for me personally, like I wouldn't change. Like I feel like I'm just one of those people, like I know what I like and I just go for it, and I'm just like like full speed ahead, and it's like a blessing and a curse, but it's like I know what I like and I know what I don't
Well,
like.
exactly. That's how I feel with the business, and I know that
Yeah.
maybe I could have made things for kids, but that's not what I want to do. At least not right now. I'm focusing on cats because I have 4 cats, and I think
Oh my God.
and I think all the cats need to be happy, and the cat owners can be happy too.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, you have 4 cats. That's crazy. What are their names? Oh my gosh.
One of them is Peanut.
Oh.
The other one is Oreo, Toby, and Coco. One of them is a kitten, that's Coco, and yeah.
So cute. Oh my God, I love it.
Oh my gosh. Literally like a whole squad of kittens. Like kitties, like
I actually had another kitten, not another kitten, but another cat, but she passed away this year, so that was a bit rough for us. So that's why I wanted to actually start the catnip toy business too, to really make every cat happy as much as I can.
For sure.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
That's honestly like, so you started like, like you said, like more legitimately recently. Do you plan on growing your business like immensely, like, and if so, like in Montreal, let's say, or like, in Quebec, like what are some ways you want to like expand?
I would love to expand my business if I could. But I'm still kind of brainstorming that idea. If I would probably make a cat cafe.
Oh, shout out also.
And so that people can come in and knit. But then again, I don't think that's a really good idea because there's going to be cat hair all over the project.
There actually are cat cafes in Montreal.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
And like it's as much as it sounds like kind of weird, they're pretty popular. Obviously now with COVID, like shout out COVID, haha. But like
Yeah.
like before and like hopefully in the near future, like there are cat cafes and they kind of like the staff do a pretty good job of like separating the like the aspects that are not so hygienic of cats and like separating that from like the food and the drinks and all that. And like honestly, like if you love cats, I feel like you're well aware of like the fur involved. So it's like people are not going to be like, oh, there's like a little like piece of like on the table, like it's a cat cafe, you either go and like enjoy it or like girl, so like anyway,
That's true.
that's awesome though, and you could have your merch there too, eh?
Yeah,
That
well,
would
that's
be
kind of
iconic.
that's what I would like to have, like where you come in and then you see a display of all the little catnip toys that I have,
Yeah.
of each like catnip topus. I call these catnip topus. And then I would put like the baking section, the catnip octopus as well,
Yeah.
like all that stuff, and maybe themes like hearts for Valentine's Day, and that would be fun. And in another corner, there would probably be like restaurant for where people could drink and just chill, and probably even come home with the cat too, if it's possible.
Oh
That'd
my
be fun.
gosh.
That'd be
So that
awesome.
everyone can find a happy home, so that the cats can find a happy home.
I love that.
Oh my god, that's so wonderful. It's like a cafe and a merch and like, oh, adopt a cat, girl. Work. I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, speaking about a cafe, you went to Vécat Jour, didn't you, for bakery?
Yeah, well, that's where I get this idea from. I guess my DEP search or something. I didn't even finish it.
Oh, okay.
But it was really fun to learn all those techniques and baking. So I would probably add that in there too, like in the cat cafe. I would make blueberry pie or something. All the things
I love that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm a blueberry pie now. Oh my gosh. How did y'all meet, by the way? How do y'all get
We
to
went
know one
to
another?
high school together.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Cool.
Alexandra Gold.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yeah, okay, like I just feel like I'm just here and I'm just like, yes, relishing in that, like, so y'all known each other a while. I love that for you guys.
Yeah.
Hung out since pretty much level 1.
Yeah.
And pretty much been in every same math class too.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
Okay. Oh my god, it's so true. I never thought of that.
That's so awesome. Yeah, dude. For you, like, do you have like so you do this like full time or part
I
time?
think I can. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have any other hobbies and or pastimes you want to share, like or pastime like passion projects that are in progress? Or?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm working on a medicine.
Oh my gosh, I love
So
it.
cute.
It's for my boyfriend.
Oh my gosh.
They're a bit complicated to make for me personally because I'm still learning to make mittens. And see, that's why I'm not selling them on my page right now, because I don't know how to make mittens. But I would eventually like to make some for his and hers.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cute. I love the pattern. Like I would wear that pattern, sis. Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
I
You're
actually
just
want to
going
make
at the thing.
hats. I actually want to make hats with that and scarves.
Oh, like matching it like a set?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
I would buy it for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, honestly.
I know that you asked me earlier about the tips that I would give for entrepreneurs. The first one would be to love what you do, obviously, because if you don't love what you do, why are you doing it?
Right.
Exactly.
And you won't have the motivation to continue to do your things, and it's like the challenges are going to be more challenging to face.
Right.
So if you don't have a passion to what you're actually doing right now, like it just makes things much more like complicated than they really are, because if you have a fun time with it, you won't even see the time passing by. That's why I like to even make my own website. Like that's a pastime for me. And you don't need to hire someone to do that unless you really, really want to.
Right.
Sometimes it's a good idea too, if you want to have a perfect and instant like website.
For sure. It depends, like if you're like if you have, you know, a huge budget, or if you're just like starting off and you're just like, oh, well, I'll start off with this and go and have progression to like something. But I feel like making a website now, there's a lot of like programs or even like just websites that like do the formatting for you, like WordPress and all that, depending on which one you like you use. And it's just like it makes it a little bit easier, but it really depends on like the person, right? But like those are some good things. Those are some great.
Depends if you have the patience for it. And that's actually another one. But I just have to go get my charger because I'm at 5%.
Oh, really?
Go ahead.
Girl. You do you. But yeah.
That's actually an advantage of being, well, télétravail also is fun. Or just like my website and everything, like no one's looking, so I can just knit it off.
Yeah.
Or even if I do TikTok videos, I'll be in my PJs. Yeah, I'm on TikTok.
What's your like? Would you share your TikTok, or do you just use it privately?
I do, and I made it once.
Okay.
On the top videos. It's my daily mix.
Sorry, that's awesome.
But I don't post anymore as much because it's a lot of effort, and I have my injury, so it's hard to keep up with my projects to make them, you know, like to finish the whole video. Sometimes
dedication, like honestly, like if you have a lot of stuff going on, like it's hard to like be on TikTok and be like, oh, like I know people that do like 5 a day. I'm like, girl, okay, all right. So like honestly, just the fact you have a TikTok, that's cute. Honestly, I love that. But yeah, getting on to the next question. Do you we know that you knit, obviously you make a lot of stuff. And you made like you made like a even what's it called, masks for like weddings, right?
Yeah.
So like do you want to elaborate on how did that come about, and what kind of masks? What do you have, different patterns?
Well, first of all,
you have everything. Okay. Oh my God.
I like to come prepared. I've learned that. By the way, that's another one I can share for the entrepreneur before I answer, to be organized. It makes you look better.
Definitely.
But anyway, so yeah, I like I was saying earlier, I have no idea of anything in fashion, but I like.
I beg to differ, but yeah, I disagree. I think you do, but yeah. I love the mask. I love that pattern, girl.
Thank you. It's lace and satin.
Oh wow! Oh my God! It looks so comfy.
Thank you. I barely know my words.
That's all good. Honestly, I love that. So you made them for like, how did that come about? Like you just like, oh, I want to make masks for people's weddings, or?
Yeah. It's I don't know. I like I said, fashion, and I like when things look good and quality. So that's why I went with weddings, because there's always a photograph there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Unless you're like, oh, no photographers at my wedding. Like, I don't know. Don't you want to measure it? Like, anyways, yeah. Okay, so you were just like, oh, I'm gonna do it. That's awesome.
Pretty much. And I had the opportunity to make one for my brother-in-law's wedding, and like that happened, I think this summer. I still have the pictures, and they're eventually gonna go up on my website, and they already are, but I kind of stopped putting them on because I'm scared of getting that many demands like some people do.
Right.
And
one thing at a time. Yeah, for sure. No,
yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah.
I want to, and they're super easy to make. Yeah. But at the same time I don't. But I'm gonna put them on just so that people can have a choice for their wedding too. I don't know if there's a possibility for people to have weddings anymore. So that's like really tough right now to decide on that as well, because of that, because of COVID. Everything is very, very demotivating.
Very. And undecided, but no, it's really cool.
It's depressing, honestly.
Why? I'm with you on
Honestly,
that.
yeah, it's like it's weird. It's like a little like for me, like I really like enjoy going out, and even now it's like, you know, try like going for a walk is like one of the best parts of my day because I'm just like I want to see people.
Mm-hmm.
Wild. So it's like I get that though. It's like even weddings, like I know people that had like extended family friends had their wedding in the summer or like early fall, and it was like it had to be outdoors and like everyone had to be at a distance and no one was allowed dancing. So it's like what kind of weddings? You're just eating dinner and like going home. Like it's a little, you know,
Yeah.
one dimensional. I like to go to a wedding and like, you know, dance and like talk and have a good time. And it's just like, oh, we can't eat, we're just eating dinner basically.
At least there were drinks.
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. That, you know, I mean, if a wedding's a wedding, I guess it's better than nothing, you know? Like
Yeah.
even now it's like I saw like a couple like that I know in like Ontario and they're just like we just went like sign the papers and we're just gonna do our celebration when we can do it. And even like my cousin who had like who gave birth to her daughter and she literally her husband's like yeah like he picked them up from the airport and they airport the hospital. It's been a long day. Her husband picked up her and her daughter up from the hospital and they just like went home and it was like but no family could like literally see their like her parents couldn't meet their grandchild yet in person.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know, it's hard, but like, hey, it's the times right now. You know, we're trying to get back to like, you know, maybe like we could have a kiki with like cats and some scarves and like, yeah, that would be. I don't know, like sometime like maybe like, you know, it's like I feel like outdoor stuff is a little bit more lenient. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's going to be.
I don't know. It's it is what it is. But yeah, getting to the so we're running a little bit low on time, so we're gonna I just wanted to ask you like basically do you have like where do you see yourself, obviously we spoke about your business, we also wanted to know where you see yourself professionally as well as personally in about 5 years. Do you have a 5-year plan? Are you one for 5-year plans or just kind of winging it?
I'm still considering all that.
Yeah.
I'm well, like I said, maybe a cat cafe or maybe just a little pet store, like pet supply store. I I don't know. It's hard to say
That's
because
cool.
I love everything that I do. I'm pretty much touching everything at this point. I do crochet, I do knitting, sewing. I could pretty much be
You'll make
anything.
anything. You literally if I love that though, the honestly like multi-talented. You know what I mean? That's so awesome because I can't knit for crap. Like I could barely like sew a patch in. So you know what I mean?
That's me. So.
It literally it's the struggle. And I know it's practice, but it's like, girl, anyways, I don't some people are just gifted and like clearly you are. So like honestly, yeah, so like that's where would your I didn't even like ask do you have a kind of maybe a spot or area or borough? Would it be in Montreal? Would it be downtown?
Downtown.
Downtown?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, yes. And like it would be just like Cici's or
I don't know. I don't know. I'm almost considering Cici the crazy cat lady.
oh my gosh, do it. Do it.
I'm considering.
Yeah.
But
oh my god,
I
that's
don't know.
I need to just straightforward to the point, like no shame, girl. Honestly, love it. Unapologetically you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, literally. Oh, Bella, do you have any?
Yeah. So my
Question?
final question was like, during this whole experience, what have you learned from it personally?
A lot. I'm still learning a lot, but I think the one that I've learned the most was to niche it down. That's how we call it in our crafting world.
No, yeah.
It's like narrowing down your business.
Right.
Like what you want to be known for, basically. And for me, it's catnip toys, and I thought that that's really important, really, to know, because you don't want to look like a garage sale. Like, sure, you can make like a bunch of things, but what are you selling?
Yeah.
I
Love it.
So
like those old ones in like 2005 where you show up. It's like
pretty much.
like taking random stuff from like candlesticks to like random dolls. So like like even Bella, what was you had like it wasn't a Bratz doll, it was the Winx doll, I think. The Winx Club.
Yeah,
doll.
I had Bloom.
Yeah. And I was like, girl, oh my gosh, like bring it to Montreal. And she's like, why? And I was like, the joke. Like,
it makes you stand out.
Anyways, we want to thank you once again for coming on our show.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
For taking the time of your night and your schedule and your so busy schedule as a very successful lady boss. Literally inspired by your work, girl, and so awesome. I would buy, like I said, I would buy those gloves or the set.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until those mitts go on.
You know where to buy from.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But yeah, have a wonderful. Yeah.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest.
Merci, bonne soirée.
Bye, bonne soirée.